About the crypto space is back with a Sport.Fun update for you guys. Sport.Fun, I've made a video on this project a little bit, how much time? A week or 2 weeks ago. And when I talked about it, it was around 10-11 cent. It bled down all the way, cut that investment in half, right? Back down to like 6 cents, 6-7 cent. Well, I was paying attention, just keeping an eye on the chart, wondering if my investment is gone. Remember, I always say never invest more than you're willing to lose, right? So that's why I'm able to hold through the drawdowns, right? Because I'm invested in an amount where it's like, okay, whenever I invested this amount, I have to put it in my mind that this could go to zero, and that's it. This could go to zero, whatever I'm investing here. So if it goes down 50%, I have to be able to eat the 50%, right? So it did just that. It did just that, from 10-11 cent all the way down to 6-7, 6-5 cent. But now it started to pop up again, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. So I did add more to the project, because I was like, is this the bottom? It's been ranging here for the past it made a move up around 18% from this 6-7 cent low. So I was like, okay, around 7-6 cent, 7-5 cent, I decided to buy some more, right? I'm never gonna be perfect, because I was like, is it gonna keep dropping to 0.3? But it looks like the bottom for Sport.Fun is in. So like I said, I added more at 7.5 cent, 0.75 cent, right? And now it looks like it may start to take off here. So I'm just making the update video, because if this thing is up 10x from here, I'm one of the people that actually spoke about it as well, right? Just to help the channel grow, because people are going to be looking for projects when they see that they're actually pumping. So if I'm one of the people that actually made a video, that helps the channel out, gives the channel more exposure, right? So like I said, guys, I think 10,000 Sport.Fun is a great bet to make. At the time, it was $1,000 to do so. Now it's $800. And if you did buy the bottom, it would have only been like $700 to do so, right? So again, $100 different from $700, $650, $700 to $800 difference. That's not a big deal, in my opinion. So now is a great time to enter, in my opinion. Now that it looks like a bottom is truly established here. And again, you could potentially see, because of the tokenomics, right? We're just gonna go from FDV, right? From FDV, you could potentially see, $1 billion Sport.Fun, right? If not $1 billion, 500 to 600 mil market cap for the FDV, right? Which puts it at 50 cents to 60 cents, and $1 would put it at $1 billion market cap. It's so sad, man. This market is I don't know how to explain it, but the market is in such a sad state, because now $1 billion target for coins is like so unrealistic for people. And in 2024, it was like so many projects that did it, right? It felt like there were so many that hit $1 billion market cap, if not more, in 2024. But we're not in that time. There's no liquidity, there's no retail investors, there's no one here. So I could understand, okay, those targets are out the window. But if this was if Sport.Fun was launched in 2023, 2024, this would be $1 billion project, right? There's people that are actually using the app, right? The Sport.Fun app, to bet on sports teams. There's people that are making 6 figures, betting on sports teams, and building out their teams in the app, and building out their teams in the app, and then their teams are winning, and just like that, they're compounding their gains, right? And again, this is one of the actual DApps, decentralized applications in the space. One of the popular base DApps as well. One of the most popular base DApp, if I'll be honest. The most popular one. This is a legitimate crypto company that is generating a ton of revenue, that is so legitimate. And again, because of the market conditions, it's, fallen to the wayside. But from the looks of the recent price action, I think we have a shot here. So let's take a quick look at the X before I end out the video. Let's take a quick look at X real quick for you guys. So from the biggest sporting moments to taking the product worldwide, 2026 is going to be fun. NFL season, World Cup, NFL drafts, Champions League. And this is the thing, with the success of sports betting, decentralized sports betting, obviously, in my opinion, is such a is such a layup, right? It's a no-brainer. Decentralized sports betting, right? This is in lines with the poly markets and the Kalshis of the world with prediction markets. It's sports betting and prediction markets. So how do you get exposure to how do you get exposure to that industry, that extremely successful industry? Well, you have projects like Sport.Fun, you know, and again, they're extremely active. They're generating a ton of revenue. There's a ton of users on the platform, and again, there's people that are using the platform and are actually earning from the sports betting protocol and how it's decentralized. So you see how successful Polymarket was. Why can't Sport.Fun be as successful as Polymarket? You can't rule that out, right? So again, I think, you know, I would think $1 billion market cap, fully diluted FDV is possible here. I would think so. But you know, again, the market is really in a tough spot. So just an update for you guys, man. Still bullish on this project when I first spoke about it. So as always, none of this is financial advice. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate all the support. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. I'll catch you in the next one.